Canada Visitor Visa 2022, a guide on how to apply. Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Canada Immigration 2022 updates from your favorite YouTube channel, Everything Canada. In today's video, I want to discuss the Canada Visitor Visa, the eligibility criteria, requirements, application process and the cost of obtaining a Canadian tourist visa. If you watch this video, you will learn everything you need to know about applying for Canada Visitor Visa in 2022. A Canada Visitor Visa, also known as Canada Tourist Visa, is an official document issued by a Canadian visa office which permits a visitor to enter Canada as a temporary resident. Canada Visitor Visa is officially referred to as a Temporary Resident Visa, TRV. There are two types of visitor visa for Canada, namely 1. Single Entry Visa. Single entry visas are granted for a period of up to 6 months and 2. Multiple Entry Visa. Multiple entry visitor visas are granted for up to 10 years or 1 month prior to the expiry date on the passport or re-entry visa, whichever date comes first. What are the eligibility requirements for a Canada Visit Visa in 2022? To successfully obtain a Canadian tourist visa in 2022, you must meet the following conditions. You must have a valid passport. You must be in good health condition. A medical examination may be required as a proof. You must not have any criminal records or immigration-related convictions. You must show proof that you intend to return to your country after your visit to Canada. You must show proof of fund to sustain yourself during your stay in Canada. You must state the intended duration of your stay in Canada and temporary residence for your time in Canada. If you are enjoying this video so far, kindly subscribe to my channel now if you haven't already done so in the past. Click on the like and subscribe buttons below to subscribe now. Ensure to turn on the notification so you will be alerted whenever I publish new videos such as this one. What are the documents required for Canada Visitor Visa in 2022? You are required to have a valid passport with an expiry date exceeding 6 months. You are required to show documents to prove your ties to your nation country. You will provide 2 recent passport-size photographs with a white background having no borders. The photograph must not be more than 90 days old. You must show a sworn affidavit or an invitation letter from your relatives if you plan to live with them when you come to Canada. You will be required to provide a medical clearance certificate. You will also have to provide a photocopy of your return ticket and/or travel itinerary. You are required to provide any additional documents required by the local visa office. You must provide your bank statements to prove you have enough funds to live in Canada for a while. How to apply for Canada Visitor Visa 2022. Step 1. Check if you're eligible to travel to Canada. You need to ascertain if you are eligible to enter Canada in 2022. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Canadian government has put up travel restriction across all border crossings in Canada to limit the spread of the coronavirus in Canada. Measures such as ascertaining your COVID-19 vaccine status have been put in place to ensure people coming into Canada, whether Canadian citizens, permanent residents or foreign nationals, are required to be fully vaccinated to enter Canada. To find out if you can enter Canada, you are required to answer some questions regarding your COVID-19 vaccines. They have provided a tool to help you find out if you can enter Canada. I will leave a link in the description below for the tool provided by Canada Immigration for this. Step 2. Get the documents that show you meet the criteria for a visitor visa. Different people enter Canada for different reasons, and the documents you may need to provide may vary as this depends on your situation and reason for wanting to enter Canada. I will also leave a link in the description of this video to check the supporting documents for a visitor visa applicant, no matter your situation. Use this tool to determine what documents you will need to provide for your Canada Visitor Visa 2022. Step 3. Apply online. If you have met all the conditions for Canada Visitor Visa 2022 application, then you can proceed to apply online. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, all applications are now done online. Before you get started with your application, you should get a detailed instructions for your situation and reason for travel. I will leave a link in the description of this video to help you get all the instruction you are required to have before you can proceed with your application proper. After you must have followed the instruction and arrived at the IRCC portal, you can then proceed with your application in 3 simple steps. First, you will need to create an IRCC account and sign in. When you sign up with your email, a code will be sent to your email with which you can sign up an account on the IRCC portal. Then you can proceed to complete the online form and upload your documents. After you answer all the questions, you'll get a list of documents you need to upload. This includes the documents that show you're eligible to travel to Canada right now and support your visa application. Lastly, you can then pay for your application fees. The cost of the Canada Visitor Visa 2022 application fees are as follows. $100 for visitor visa, including super visa, per person, single or multiple entry temporary resident visa. $500 for visitor visa, per family, one fee per family of 5 or more people. Single or multiple entry temporary resident visa. Maximum fee for a family of 5 or more people applying at the same time and place. $100 to extend your stay as a visitor per person. $200 to restore your status as a visitor. Step 4. Give your fingerprints and photo, biometrics. After you have done all these, the Canadian Immigration Services will check your application to make sure you have all the documents you need. If it's incomplete, your application will be returned to you without processing it. If your application is approved, you'll be asked to send your passport. Simply follow the instructions that will be sent to you to send your passport to the IRCC. You can then travel to Canada as a visitor. You may need to bring with you documents you submitted with your visa application or present additional documents to the Border Services Officer on arrival in Canada. What is the Canada Visitor Visa 2022 processing time? Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the processing time for Canada Visitor Visa, which is usually within 15 to 20 days, has now increased. The processing time for Canada Visitor Visa in 2022 may vary for individuals based on your application type, temporary residence application type, and the country you are applying from. I will leave you a link in the description for a tool you can use to check your Canada Visitor Visa 2022 processing time based on our situation. For example, the Canada Visitor Visa 2022 processing time for someone in Nigeria is 79 days, while for someone from Morocco, it is just 42 days and 21 days for someone from Australia. That will be it for today, guys. I hope I have been able to answer all the questions you may have about Canada Visitor Visa in 2022. If you have more questions or contributions, kindly do so from the comments section below. Ensure to like and share my videos, as this will help my channel to grow and encourage me to make more videos for you guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.